I should have known, chat. She's hot.
A lot hotter than that silhouette would have suggested.
Wow, that silhouette made her look like a man. It made her look like a boring, like, Reaper. Ganglot is hot. Def anew. Whoa. Wait, she looks like the true daughter of hell.
Yeah.
Hair's an imposter.
Sussy, even.
My god. This is reinvigorating my love of jelly people. But yeah, to see the bones, I think, is much more lewd, you know? It's just much more lewd. It's much more deeper. So with that said, like, Thrasher, I found always, like, very hot. She's an exhibitionist. And same thing with Ganglot, because you can see straight into her rib cages. She has gorgeous rib cages.
That is a sentence that is not often said.
Yes. And her posture, you can even see her posture is magnificent. You know, that slight bend forward, she has great posture. But you wouldn't be able to tell that, at least not as easily, if she were not a jelly person. Now, you guys didn't come here to hear me rant about my love of jelly people. But instead, Ganglot is gonna be, if we see her in Tempest Trials, it's all but confirmed she's releasing within the next 2 months. If not, just straight up the next banner. I say within 2 months because Veronica's not out yet, right? So
yeah, technically wouldn't have to be next banner, but I'd guess it is because the Tempest Trials units, they love releasing the right away, like the next New Heroes banner.
Right. So Ganglot, 64 HP, 68 attack, 37 speed, 46 defense, 42 res. Don't take that as exact stats because the Tempest Trials, it will be inflated, but that is the kind of stat spread we should be able to I mean,
kind of.
Let's kind of mess that up, but it generally speaking is what you should expect.
This looks more like a stat spread we could actually see. Instead of Leaf was like really weird. His stat spread did not make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
This actually could make sense.
Yes.
So maybe it'll change, maybe not.
Yes. I want to also say this immediately. I want to stop being on the side of Asker. I couldn't turncoat against Embla. Can I turncoat here at least? I would rather support Ganglot.
Yes, become jelly.
Support Embla. Yeah. Anyways, so let's read her weapon. Slaying ability. At start of combat, if unit's HP is 25% or over, grants all stats plus 5 unit during combat. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Grants special cooldown charge plus 1 per attack. And when unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores 7 HP to unit. Oh, wait a second. It's arcane weapon.
Arcane. So this will be
our first
inheritable.
arcane axe. Oh boy.
This is also an infantry unit, so presuming she comes in, you know, she'll be summoned. We already know that already. You can feed her things like Canto Control and Oath 4s and all that stuff.
Oh my god. And then still grab that arcane downfall because there's no arcane base weapon. It's just one slot.
Just one slot, so you can take it with any other 3 slots.
Also, she has joint drive attack, lull attack, defense, and
sturdy blow.
But that's probably not her actual kit, but
no,
that is
definitely
what it is
not.
in TP.
There's an interesting comment that someone on YouTube made.
What is that?
In her voice lines video, and they said basically that, let me pull it up here. They said, for Ganglot's potential kit, there's one that seems pretty obvious if we follow patterns. Nifo came with joint drive res, domain of ice, is joint drive speed and res, and damage reduction. Moosebook came with joint drive defense, domain of flame is joint drive attack and defense, and true damage. Emir has joint drive defense and res and miracle effect. So they say that Ganglot's joint drive attack is likely going to become something like Phantom Domain, which could be either joint drive attack and speed. Maybe the effect is like anti-miracle or anti-defensive special or something like that.
That'd be awesome. But that's super niche. There's not enough heroes right now to make that work.
True, but there's a good chance that she's going to have something that gives both herself and her allies attack and speed and has some kind of offensive effect, is what that boils down to, I think.
Yes. Okay.
Which would be pretty cool.
But I want to talk about Arcane Downfall. We talked about this briefly earlier on as well, because we were theorizing if they ever put an axe in, how big of a difference it would make in the game. And the axe, it's very similar. It's very similar to the sword, but instead of attack defense -6, it's all stats +5. Instead of guard, it's special cooldown charge +1 per attack. And it's 7 HP healing instead of... Am I missing anything? Wary.
It doesn't give
There's no
an
wary.
automatic follow-up.
Oh, there's no automatic follow-up.
There is a wary, but there's no auto double, which is admittedly
That's
kind of
what
a
I
big
got
blow
wrong.
against it.
Wait, yeah. I was thinking they would all be auto doubles because it felt like they wanted to make it usable by every character of said class. Seems like that is not the case.
Yeah,
All right.
So this is amazing for fast units, but for slower units, it's still going to be good, but it's a little harder to justify.
This immediately becomes kind of weird because then who would you give this to? Oh, Ninja Shamir. I guess that's the option. No, This is awkward because I can't really think of somebody off the top of my head, which would make sense. Clear.
It will be great for Amelia and W. Lissa for hardy fighter builds since they have the speed to not need the auto double and all the other effects work well with hardy.
Well, Bird Jesus kind of has a point though. For fast axe armor units, actually,
Female
Winter Lissa, that's push.
That's why I'm saying if you listen, if we go back far enough and go to enough bad heroes, sure, they can all use it. It just wouldn't make too much sense because if you put this stuff on a bad hero, they're still probably gonna be a bad hero. Is what I'm gonna try and say.
But I think that Resplendent Amelia can use it pretty well. Like I honestly think.
Okay, maybe Resplendent Amelia. I can agree with that to a certain degree. At least she's armor, and there is a kind of niche there to run it, especially with as a savior unit. Raven, no, Chad. I don't think you can save Raven.
No. Raven is just use someone else. Use someone better.
Yes. If you're even thinking about using Raven, there's a free-to-play version called Linus.
Linus, yeah, he exists, and he is a much better weapon. He's got basically Python's weapon, except it's slaying.
Yes. So. Oh, Gonzalez fans, rejoice!
Oh, yep. You can give that to him. He'd actually use it well. That's true. I know some people are going to give this to Ascended Few.
I can't think of anybody else. There's actually so few heroes, I think, because we're really legitimately good with this. Without the auto double, it's... Actually, if I had to rank the 3 arcane weapons right now, this is actually my least favorite.
Yeah, it's probably the worst of them, unfortunately.
The one benefit is, if you have speed, this is a really easy Gale Force weapon, but the problem is... Ooh. Are we going to put it on, like, Zealot? No thanks. Seth? No thanks. Sayla, no thanks. Chris? Marth? Not really. Like, these are all old heroes.
Technically use it, but yeah, it's just a matter of justifying it on whatever unit you give it to.
Hard to use, I think.
Kind of, yeah.
Listen, Raven can use it. I get it. I still think Raven will be bad at the end of it. That's the problem. Raven's super old, chat. Even Resplendent. Resplendent doesn't save everybody.
You can try giving it to just any of the modern axers, I think is fine. You can give it to Basilio, you can give it to Gonzalo. Brigand Boss if you really want to.
Oh no, please don't.
In that case, just give it to Atlas. Because Atlas at least scores 190.
Right.
So
here's a funny thing. This is the difference between Subtonian, aka Legion, and Evan. Legion has not mentioned Legion, despite the fact Legion actually has the speed to kind of use this pretty well. Legion actually has the speed and the HP to make decent use of it.
Yeah, he does. I mean, Legion mentioned it in Discord, but was like, I don't think I want to do it. So, which makes sense, because that's,
It could not know. If I can't really recommend it for Shamir, Ninja Shamir, and Ninja Shamir is just better at Echidna, then no. But I guess if you really want to do it, listen, we're talking about ideal situations. Can you literally do it? Yes, you can literally do it. Should you literally do it? Probably not.
Most likely not. I'm sure if Evan were, oh my god, Kellett can use it so well.
Yes, and he put it on his speed gunter. No, not Shez. I actually like Shez's weapon.
No, Shez's weapon is good as is, and she
the damage reduction on Shez, you gotta remember that. And you keep cutting off. Anyways, let's sum it up. I'm kind of weirded out that the Axe is the one without auto doubles, because Axe heroes are generally speaking, on average, slower than Lance and Sword counterparts. So it's a weird one for them to be the ones to get the to get the version of it without the auto double. That's weird to me.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for sure.
Yes.
But what can you do?
So, to sum it up, I would recommend if you have a plus 10 Ninja Shamir, or a plus 10 Ninja Hannah, or a plus 10 Ecuan Flame Emperor, I guess, or if you have a hero that's plus 10 and they don't have a perf, and they have some level of speed, then I can recommend it to that degree. But yeah, there's no clear answer to this one, I would say. And I think if you go too far back, like to the lands of Raven and whatnot, technically speaking, it makes sense, but I don't think you should do it. Now, I do want to say, there is an interesting thing to do with this. So the arcane weapon is slaying, special cooldown charge plus 1 per attack.
So it's like breath.
What if you give yourself Time's Pulse and Vital Astra? Then you would just have instant Vital Astra, and as soon as you use it, you can charge another one really quickly.
Yep, and that's a good use of it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and godlike reflexes. Legion makes a good point.
Oh, and godlike reflexes, absolutely.
This actually is perfect with godlike.
Yes. Outside the fact we can't think of a proper hero for it, but yes.
Well, yeah, the concept is perfect at least.
Ninja Hana will look funny dual wielding this side.
Oh, that's true! Shamir and Ninja Hana will both dual wield and look funny as heck. Okay. Yeah, I'm down for those two, especially now that we have like that that Portress Pixel avatar bias. Camilla, yes.
Whoa, good.
We have a person who watches us, Jay Vasquez, who watches us a lot. And every Tuesday he submits his Camilla for hero reviews, despite the fact that his Camilla seemingly has every skill anyways. But yes, I'm just gonna recommend him get Arcane Downfall and stop bothering me with that Camilla.
Then he can show her one more time,
and that'll be it. All right.
That probably won't stop him, though.
It probably won't. Anyways, I'm looking forward to her. I actually love Ganglot's design. That dress, gorgeous. She herself, gorgeous. I love her, how like the side of her, she looks super mean because she has jelly on the side of her face. And she has such sharp features.
There's a video for enemy lines too, where you can see all her art.
All right, chat. I just want to know, chat. Rate her out of 10. I think she's waifu material.
Absolutely. She's drawn by Asatani Tomoyo too, who has gone from 0 to hero in terms of Fey art.
Oh, what? I thought this was a new artist.
No, it's just the clean Asatani.
Wow. Damn. He finally did something good. Listen, they clearly
no, Asatani Tomoyo's done a lot of things good. It's just in the very in the very beginning of the game, like he did base together. It was kind of whatever. But nowadays, like he did like Guinevere and some other really good looking characters.
Okay. I thought Guinevere was whatever.
Oh, I liked her art a lot.
This is why I'm surprised. I thought Guinevere was really plain. But no, chat, look at her teeth showing through that. That's hot. Man, she's the most exposed girl in this game. Okay, but the eyeliner, the way she looks at you, I'm down for this. I'm actually surprised they did such a good job. Huh.
Yeah, she looks much better than I would have thought.
So the ratings are as follows: Faye out of 10, you're boring. 10 out of 10, Axe for PA Azura, you're stupid. 8.5 out of 10 says Emblem. 11 out of 10 says Wally. And then Fabry says Am Lost. Okay. PP no work. Anyways, with all that said, yeah, I'm ecstatic about it. I'm looking forward to her being out in the game. Still a bit surprised that this is Axe without auto doubles, but yeah. Exciting. Wow.